Hey everybody, welcome to the Retail Rant Podcast, episode number 40. And just a quick note before we start the show. For those of you that already subscribe on iTunes, you've downloaded the Couch Party app. First of all, thank you. But second of all, that means you also have access to a great friend of the show, the guys over at Miserable Retail Slave, Tommy and Randy. Now, these guys are actually getting ready to put out their 100th episode this week. So I highly recommend that you get over there. They were gracious enough to have me on for episode 99. It was a great time, and you won't be disappointed. So get over, support those guys. They've always supported the Ranty Bastard. So make sure you show them some love. Check out their episode. And episode 40 is coming at you right now. So as always, enjoy, leave a review, and destroy if necessary. If you're listening to this show right now, it's because you have experienced retail hell. The unoriginal bastard who thinks that because it doesn't scan, it must be free. The people that have no respect for a public restroom. The customers that think that they can come in and haggle like it's some kind of goddamn flea market. The corporate office that cuts payroll, raises tasks, and expects more sales. Oh, those things never happen. Bullshit. This is the Retail Rant Podcast, streaming directly to your ear holes in medium definition audio quality. That's right, everybody. It's that time again. It's time for the Retail Rant Podcast. Thank you for joining me this week. As always, it's your good old retail hating buddy, TRB, the Ranty Bastard, here with you. And let me just say thank you to all of you. Again, I started this thing like a little bit over a year ago. Had no idea where it would go. I mean, I just picked up our 900th follower on Twitter. And I'm not a big whore on Twitter, like I go follow somebody and hope they'll follow me back. I let this thing grow organically and naturally just because I really don't want any more of the phony bullshit in my life. So I get enough of that stuff at work. So am I going to scour Facebook and follow somebody that has a whole shitload of followers just in hopes of getting followers? No, fuck that. That's stupid. That's basically like signing them up for a fucking rewards card. So that being said, to all of you that follow me, that listen to the show, that support the show, thank you very, very much. And I'm saying this because, as you heard in the intro, our good friends Tommy and Randy over at the Miserable Retail Slave, they have just made it to 100 episodes, probably around the same time that you're listening to this. So I'd love to get there one day. However, I cannot get there without your support. And since I have your support, I feel it necessary to thank you for that. So, that being said, it almost came off as I don't know, kind of like a political thing, you know, trying not to sound like too much of a douche, but let me just say right now, as far as politics go, right now I am about fucking sick and tired of it. And we're still, 8 months away from an election? Jesus Christ. It is, and I'm not talking about the media coverage and all that. That's, you know what, these people have a hard-on for Donald Trump. They have a hard-on for Hillary. They really have a hard-on if somebody slips and fucks up. They love that shit. They'll eat that up all day long. You know, like poor Jeb Bush, you know, please clap. Please clap. Come on. Look, that's what they do. Are they good at it? Mediocre at best. But the one thing about politics that I absolutely cannot fucking stand is when a customer comes into the building to make a purchase, and 45 minutes later, you know every single political view, every thought they have on every candidate. Look, I don't fucking care who you like, okay? I don't give two shits what your political affiliation, who you stand behind. I don't care about any of that shit. I am here to do a job which is in some way veiled as customer service unto you, okay? That's it. And listening to you rant and rave about fucking how great Donald Trump's going to be as president. He's going to build a wall. Oh, Hillary's going to do this, or Bernie Sanders will do that, or Ted Cruz's neck. Look, you have me in not a hostile environment. Let me. I'm in captivity, pretty much. I'm pinned to the cash register for a paycheck, but it doesn't necessarily mean I want to hear all your shit. Okay? I mean, god damn it. And then they ask, oh, who do you like? You know what? It's none of your fucking business. Okay? It's none of your fucking business who I like, because all they're trying to do is bait you into some kind of political conversation. And it goes the same with religion. I get it. But it's the quickest way to spark an argument. And so many of these fucking customers come in and all they want is an argument. They want to walk out with their head held high saying, I know more about politics than that cashier does. Stupid college dropout. You know what? Maybe they are a college dropout. And maybe you do know more about politics. But it doesn't change the fact that you just conducted yourself like a total fucking asshole in a retail store after you spent $3 on something. Okay? If you make a $3,000 purchase, I will probably listen to your shit a little bit longer. If you spend $3 and want to occupy the next 3/4 of an hour talking to me about how the two-paid one is going to save the fucking world, eat shit, die, and get the fuck out of my store. God damn it. Because, and I say they're trying to spark an argument, but so we get some customers come in, and let's say they have a bogus return, some shit they stole they're trying to return. Those people are going to be belligerent right off the bat. Like, they're already nuts because they know they have to act that way to get what they want. But then these other people, they come in and they want to talk politics. And then that little group, say maybe 10% of people that want to talk about it, 10% are already crazy when they're trying to return or buy something. And the other 10%, they just want to come in and stir shit up, but they will get to that same crazy level so fucking fast, your head will spin. It's disgusting what these people do. And I mean, come on. It has no place. So many bars, hey, don't talk politics, don't talk religion here, you can talk anything else. Generally, the same rule applies in a retail store. Okay? So take your politics, your religion, keep it elsewhere. We're not trying to hear it, okay? Although I will say, I do have a little announcement, and it is political, but I think you'll actually enjoy this a lot more than anything that any of the other candidates have had to say so far. So check this out, and we'll be back in just a second. Come this November, you need a candidate that understands the real issues, the retail issues. That is why I, the Ranty Bastard, am formally announcing my candidacy for President of the United States. Under President TRB, clopening shifts will be outlawed. Ad sets will be limited to 1 per month. Rewards cards shall be banned forever. Black Thursday as well as Black Friday will be stricken from the calendar as if they never existed. And when someone says it's cheaper at Walmart, if it doesn't scan, it must be free, or I just made that $100 bill this morning, it shall be treated as an act of terrorism. So make your vote count in November and vote TRB for president. This message brought to you by the Friends of TRB PAC, which actually has no money because they all work in retail. So there you have it, folks. TRB 2016 for president. You want to get rid of all this bullshit in retail? Write in TRB right at the bottom of the ballot. I will not let you down. My promises will not be empty. Oh, so anyhow, off of the political shit. Because I know, even though it was funny, you're probably going, fuck, another ad? God damn it, I can't even escape these things on the retail rant. It's all in good fun, folks. But I ran across something this week that really isn't all that fun. And it's been an epidemic, if you will, that's been occurring lately. And the thing about this that really bothers the shit out of me is the fact that it gets so much gravity behind it. And you're asking, what am I talking about? I'm talking about these people that leave commentary on a receipt, especially, almost exclusively, in a restaurant. Okay. Now, I'm going to make a two-part plea here because I don't particularly care for either side of it, because years back, I waited tables. And you know what? Waiting tables is a ball-busting, sweating, constantly moving. You know, God, if you sit down when you're waiting tables, chances are you'll probably slip into a coma. Okay? I respect waiters and waitresses like it's nobody's business. I have never, ever been one to stiff somebody on a tip. Now, have I tipped 10% when it's really bad? Sure. Have I ever left $0? Not once in my fucking life. I have a mutual respect for what these people are trying to do. They're trying to earn a paycheck. And it's really insanely service-driven, especially, I mean, even when the cook might have there might be an issue. They might have over or undercooked the steak. Okay, yeah, that might be on the cook. But that person is the face that has to deal with it. They're the one that has to get blasted in the ears by somebody. Oh, this steak is too cooked. I wanted, medium well, not well done. Okay, so there's a 3-degree difference in your steak. All right, big fucking deal. But the people that go in and leave these comments are total fucking assholes. Okay? And I'm going to throw a shout out there. There's a Twitter handle if you want to look at more of this stuff, at if you can't afford. Okay? And it's if you can't afford to tip. And they take some pretty good ones and post them up there. Now, I'll admit, they do, they kind of do the thing I don't want people to do, which I'll get to in a moment. But sometimes, every now and then, you get a nice little nugget that comes out, and it makes you feel good, okay? So, just a few days ago, they posted one, and it's simply a piece of blank receipt paper that said, "This one is on me. Thank you for your service. Fellow vet, Semper Fi." You know what? That's a classy move. It's a classy move that would have been even classier if somebody hadn't felt the need to put it on social media. If it had been a word-of-mouth story, it probably would have been far more gripping. Would have been a much better tale, in my opinion, to, maybe that vet is an older gentleman that belongs to a VFW hall or something like that. And goes down there and tells that story, and it warms the cockles of everybody there. That's where I'd like to see this kind of stuff going. But social media runs so many things right now. I mean, mind you, I interact with everybody that deals with this show and the Twitter account. I mean, yeah, social media has its advantages even for me, somebody who's not a big fan of it. But then you get the opposite. You get the opposite where you get people that leave comments like this one. To a black man, they left the man 0 tip and said, "Be black." What the fuck does that mean? And granted, the gentleman, this guy here, he replied, he replied in a pretty civil manner and just said, "Look, I'm a gentleman. It doesn't matter if you don't think I match the stereotype that you think I am, well then tough shit." And apparently this comment came from a black couple. So, race is one thing, and again, that's one of those things I don't get into, the politics, religion, race. I tend to leave that one alone here. It's a very touchy subject, and it really doesn't have much place in retail anyways. But somebody took it to a whole nother level by leaving this shitbag comment on here, okay? And we've all seen them. You can open up any of your friends' Facebook or Twitter feeds, look at it, and I guarantee you they have retweeted or posted some comment left on a receipt at a Ruby Tuesdays or at a Chili's or whatever, okay? But to the customers that do this, stop fucking doing it. Fucking bring it to a halt now, okay? Because I will tell you right now that that your advice isn't why this person is working. They're working for money. They're working for tips, okay? They need the tips to pay for the psychiatrist after they already got abused before the fucking check came, okay? These people took a browbeating, literally felt, who knows, maybe they developed a complex from it. But they certainly don't feel the same as they did when they walked in the door. And now you leave no money? And furthermore, you leave a comment? I mean, and it goes all over the place. There's gay stuff. There's black. There's white. There's you didn't do this. You know, I was this, and I know how to do this better than you. All kinds of shit that gets put out there. Okay? We're not here for your fucking advice. Okay? We're here for tips on a paycheck. And you know, when you don't get that zero, yeah, $2.13 an hour, and it gets bumped up a bit, you know, so it at least hits minimum wage. But for God's sake, nobody goes into waiting tables or bartending or anything like that thinking, well, shit, if I don't make any tips, at least I'll make minimum wage. No. Fuck no. There's way easier shit that can be done than busting your ass in and out of a kitchen to a table all night long until God knows what hours of the morning, and then rolling silverware and all that shit. Look, if somebody wanted to earn a minimum wage, they could go, and it sounds bad, take no offense, but they could go stand at a cash register. They get a break every 4 hours. You know what? That shit doesn't happen when they're working in a restaurant. That's for fucking sure. And it's just so fucking stupid. And you know, my whole thing is, why do you need to leave all this after the fact? You're just the same as one of these pussy-ass 1-star reviewers that leaves a fucking comment a month after they visited the store. They don't have the fucking balls to call the corporate office, call the customer complaint or service desk or whatever, and say something right then and there as it happens, let alone get somebody like a manager that's in the fucking building to deal with the problem. Nope. They'll hide behind the veil of the internet, or they'll hide behind a little handwritten note on their receipt. And you know, if you get a manager, you know what? Maybe the manager will take care of it for you. Maybe you won't feel so compelled to write a fucking Shakespearean novel, okay? It's stupid. Fucking stupid. You know, and if you come, you know, if you say something before the check comes, I almost guarantee you the check will be a little bit less. It may be $5. They may knock an appetizer off. They may not charge you for the steak that wasn't cooked right. Okay? But if you complain after the check comes, you're just a cheap fuck. You are the worst. And I had somebody who's a regular customer of mine. I can't stand this motherfucker when he comes in. But he was sitting at the booth next to us as the Ranty family was out eating not too long ago. And this son of a bitch haggled over the dumbest shit. There was too much ice in his wife's drink. Her drink was too cold. What the fuck? And this son of a bitch got down from like a $40 tab to like $20 because he bitched and complained and pretty much haggled and said, well, you know, I should only pay this much for that. Well, I'm only going to pay this much for this because the soup was only room temperature. Say something up front. If the soup's not hot enough, they'll take it back and warm it up. Jesus Christ. But no, this guy's just cheap and an asshole to boot. Anyhow, so on the flip side of this, servers, waiters, waitresses, bartenders, do us a favor. Stop posting these people's horse shit, okay? Yes, it's a personal attack on you is certainly how it feels, okay? But all you're doing is making it cool, quote, to leave a douchey comment instead of money. These people probably now, because it's being dredged up through the social media, and I mean, I've even seen it on the fucking Today Show. I mean, come on, pro athletes, they do it. These motherfuckers have more money than they know what to do with. Nope, I'll leave a 20-cent tip, like who was it, fucking McCoy from Philadelphia or Buffalo, wherever the fuck he is now. Left some 20-cent tip. Outrage, outrage. you know what? Don't even post it. Just know in the back of your mind, next time when he comes in, fuck him, I'm not serving him. I don't give a shit if he does order 4 bottles of champagne and 8 filet mignons and half a goddamn cow. Fuck him. Not serving him. No, let somebody else have them. I don't want them. Because the thing that kills me is when they leave no money, it's a sign of one of two things. Okay? They either have some really unrealistic expectations, like they just sat around and watched Food Network for 3 days straight and then decided to see what restaurants in town could whip up the same shit they saw on TV, because, that's all real. Or the service was legitimately bad. That's fine. But at the same time, do they really think that they're the only ones in the fucking restaurant? No. Stop. God. Second, they're just cheap. Or they're miserable. Fuck them. They come back, again, let somebody else have them. I refuse to serve them. Nope. Fuck it. If you do get stuck with them, watch waiting. Go spit in their food. Because you know what? I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to be an asshole customer. I've been in those shoes. Those shoes suck. Okay? I'm not trying to make anybody else's life any more miserable than it may already be. And they may love serving. They may love being a waiter or waitress. That's fine. I'm not worried about somebody spitting in my food. If somebody else comes in and acts like a fucking asshole, spit in their food. They leave $0 in a comment. Next time they come in, oh yeah, hock a loogie right in the fucking cheese dip. Very, very easy. Mix it in, tell them it's fresh made, enjoy. And know that you're going to be able to talk about them the same way they talked about you last time they left. Fuck them. Because I'll tell you, going back, long time, probably, sometime in the 90s. Take a note, kids. That's when grunge music was cool. I of course, was serving tables. And I had a couple, racked up an enormous bill. And mind you, enormous in the 90s was like $80. That was like a fucking car payment. But they rack up this bill, and I busted my ass all night long. Busted my ass. Took care of them really good. At least I think I did. I smiled. I brought them their shit on time. They never had to ask, hey, is our food coming out? Hey, can I get a refill? No, I took care of everything. I did everything that I should have done to meet their expectations. What did they do to me? They walked out on the fucking tab. $80. They walked out on the tab. And you know what management wanted to do? They wanted to fucking charge me for it. Okay? No. I busted my ass. And I can tell you right now that I am not going to take somebody else who's busting their ass and fucking try and get $80 charged to them on a meal. Or even leave them with absolutely nothing for the effort. So, again, if you feel compelled to leave a note on a receipt in a restaurant, think twice. Because you are about to go from annoying customer to total fucking asshole. And if you get a note from one of these total fucking assholes, let it ride. Don't give it any gravity, no traction. Show it to the other people in the restaurant, point out how much of a total fucking dickbag this person is, and then leave it alone. Let the sleeping dog lie. Because if you keep poking them, you keep posting it on social media, guess what? Some local news channel hack is going to get their hands on it. They're going to find you. They're going to find the person. And now, come the 11 o'clock news when they should be telling you about how fucking sunny it's hopefully going to be tomorrow. No. They're going to be telling you about the asshole that left a comment. And there's going to be thousands, if not millions of people watching. And they're going to go, I'm going to do that next time. Stop feeding the monster. God. Oy. So, speaking of monsters, now, mind you, Mrs. TRB just recently spent some time in a national meeting. Boy, what a fun time. National meetings. Those are awesome, aren't they? No, they suck. They are the worst. Forced, manufactured horseshit shoveled down your throat. That's all it is. There's no sincerity. There's no personality. There's nothing individual about it. If there is anything individual, it's because they're just like a customer, and they come up and they shake your hand and they go, hey, how you doing? And then they lean in to read your name tag. And they go, Bob? Bob, how are you? dude, I don't know who the fuck you are, and you clearly don't know who the fuck I am, okay? Now, in a lot of these meetings, they have various sessions, workshops, whatever. And a lot of times they have these, they call them breakout sessions. Well, there's nothing breaking out. It's, again, the same old shit. But a lot of times they tell you in these meetings that they want your ideas. They want your input because it is a what? A, quote, safe environment. Okay. Aside from telling you during the meeting that, tech support's going to be moved from India back to the United States, or that, hey, we're gonna get rid of the rewards card because it doesn't really work. Yeah, those are pretty big bold lies, obviously. The safe environment, though, the safe environment is a way, way bigger lie. Because I will tell you right now, anytime somebody in retail tells you this is a safe environment, you better pucker your asshole and start thinking what HR is going to say, okay? Because the safe environment means say what you want, get it out there so that we can fucking crucify you for it. That's what it means. And anybody that's been to these meetings knows exactly what I'm talking about, okay? And furthermore, anybody that's been to one of these meetings where it's a, quote, safe environment, oh yeah, they can point out the rookies and the people that are going to their first big conference. Oh yeah, they can point them out within 5 seconds. Because as soon as they say, well, we're going to open up the floor for suggestions, and hey, guys, just remember, it's a safe environment. We're listening. We want to get some honest feedback. I guarantee you the first hand that shoots up is somebody that's never been to a national meeting and has probably been a manager for 3 months. Because they're about to ask some really, really dumb shit. And it's either going to be related only to their store or to their employees, or, it's quite frankly something that maybe the experienced manager is sitting next to that person the whole time. Hey, ask him this. No, seriously, man, you'll look like a hero. Ask him this. Don't fall for it, okay? Because as soon as they raise that hand and ask that question, oh yeah, they're marked. Because you can guarantee you there's a boss standing somewhere on the back wall going, Tim wanted to say that, huh? Okay, I'll have to talk to Tim about that. All right. The safe environment is one of the biggest lies in retail. Don't fall for it, okay? It's like General Akbar said in Star Wars, it's a trap! Back away, backpedal, keep your hand down, don't say anything. It doesn't matter if it's a national meeting, it's a store meeting, it's during your review and your boss, be it your manager, your supervisor, your DM, whatever, is telling you, this is a safe environment, man. Tell me what you really think. Tell me how much you think you should have earned on your raise this year. Nope, I'm good. You know what? That's fine. And if you do say anything, you had better run every single HR calculation through your head before you open your mouth. Because again, in the safe environment, you can pretty much count on the FBI, the CIA, and HR, all the little alphabet agencies. Oh yeah, you might as well just think they have the whole fucking room bugged. Because it will all come back against you, even though it's a safe environment. God damn it. I just have one question. This is a safe environment. Which one's a bigger lie? I'm going to say the safe environment, because if I'm ever in a room, especially one-on-one with somebody, and say, hey, this is a safe environment, you can say what you want, I'm not going to say what I want. Mind you, I'm certainly thinking it, and it's probably on the tip of my tongue just because of my ranty nature. But I will bite that tip of my tongue right off if I think it's going to cost me my paycheck. But god damn it, the safe environment is horseshit. Again, don't fall for it. It doesn't exist, and it will always come back to bite you in the ass. So, that being said, I think I'm going to wrap this week's show up. And I just want to say again, thank you to all of you. Please make sure you check out the other shows that are on the Couch Party app with us. You've got some great content. You've got the king of Twitter, Tom Coe, and the guys over at the Drunken Dork. You've got Jake Anderson. He's over there running the Nerd Rage podcast, doing a great job with that. Just put out the new Civil War trailer. He's the first person I went to go get it from. Awesome show. Randy and Tommy, Miserable Retail Slave, our buddies over there. 100 shows. You got a lot of catching up to do if you haven't caught them already, okay? HAB, he has everybody on his show. This dude does more crossovers and does them better than any podcast that I know of. So check out the Couch Party. They're the hosts of the app too. And if you want to get into some deep reading and thought and really think back and really expand your mind into some areas where you might not have thought it would go before, check out Project Archivist. Got a great show. Great show. Lots of authentic audio clips. Dude really does his research. Oh my God, it's a very, very good show. So, that being said, you can find all of us on the Couch Party app. And we've got some things in the works that hopefully you'll see in the very near future, very soon future. Good English, TRB, you dumb fuck. But anyhow, you guys check out those shows, support them, support the Ranty Bastard. Thank you again to all of you, and I will be back next week with yet another episode of the Retail Rant Podcast. But before that, obviously, I have to do a proper closing to this one. So, that being said, when that customer comes in and he wants to talk about, oh, I'm a big Trump supporter, and I think he should build a wall, and he should do this, and he should tell China to go fuck themselves, and blah, blah, blah. Before you take off your little TRB 16 button off of your apron, your jacket, shirt, whatever you got, and bend the pin back and start poking them right square in the eye with that nice little pointy clip. Before you start engaging in that kind of ocular homicide, make sure that you do us all one big favor and wear somebody else's name tag.